Hello and welcome to another ASMR snack review. I haven't done one of these for quite a while, and recently I picked up a cereal product that I've never tried. I've actually never even seen. Now this must be American. To me, this sounds extremely American. I don't know if any of my American viewers can tell me. Golden Grahams. Now, whenever I hear American people say Grahams, which is how you would say it, here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, I hear them say graham cracker. I always hear graham cracker. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. That's how I hear it in their accent. But to me, this would say grahams, okay? The delicious taste of graham crackers. So I've never seen these before, but I'm very intrigued. I really like trying cereals, and I like having cereal as a snack. Also, I just want to say the back of the box is so fun. Look at that. That is so fun. With a tub of popcorn, s'more mix. Gotta be American. On the trail. Very American. Adding a thrilling crunch to ice cream. A thrilling crunch, you guys. Thrilling. Right out of the box, which is how I'm going to try it. And starting your morning. Okay. So the bottom of the box is open. I'm very excited. This is going to be loud, I feel, so I'm going to put it really far away. This is what they look like. Tiny little squares. Let's go. Whoa. So keep in mind, I have nothing to compare this to because I've never tried a graham cracker, okay? Yum. I'm trying to think, what does this remind me of? Excellent crunch. Excellent crunch. I might have to try these with some milk in a second, because these are good. Okay. They remind me of the first taste I get reminds me of Hokey Pokey, and I don't know if that's a universal thing or not. I feel like it's a New Zealand thing. But as a kid, I remember in school making homemade Hokey Pokey, where essentially, from memory, you would boil golden syrup and baking soda. There might have been something else in there. You would mix them, like boil them up, and then you would pour it out onto a piece of baking paper, and it was like this volcanic, like lava-esque boiling candy treat, and then it sets, and you've got to be so careful not to burn it. I guess it was demonstrating a chemical reaction, but in a fun way for kids. And then you, once it cools, you kind of just like break it apart and eat it. That's the taste. That very first taste of that is almost exactly like that homemade hokey pokey. And then afterwards, it's very reminiscent of like a malt, almost like what we'd call a malt biscuit. See malt in here? That's the Spanish side. Whole grain wheat, cornmeal, sugar, brown sugar syrup. Okay, that's the similar kind of taste, I'm guessing, as hokey pokey. Canola and or sunflower oil, dextrose, baking soda, also in hokey pokey, I believe. Salt, artificial flavour, whatever that is. Rosemary extract. Interesting. Not a terrible ingredient list compared to some American cereals I've seen. Again, I'm just guessing this is American, right? It sounds very American to me. And then it has like a bunch of vitamins and minerals added in. I might have to try this with milk. I only have dairy-free milk. I have oat milk, so I might grab a bowl and try them like that, because they're really good. I didn't expect them to be this good. So hokey pokey flavoured with a little bit of that malty biscuit kind of. So good. Let's see how they fare with some milk. Okay, we're back. This is the milk that I'm using. And let's just pour some in. This is actually breakfast time for me, so it's ideal. I'm just gonna try a little bit. Actually, that's maybe too much because I often don't like cereal with milk because of the texture. So just in case it ruins it for me, let's put a little bit back. Now, like I said, I don't really like cereal with milk oftentimes because the cereal gets soggy way too quick for me, and I just can't do soggy food, especially like food that was crunchy and then it goes soggy. I'm like, no, I can't do it. So I've put a very little bit of milk in there with those. It's kind of just coat them. My mouth is watering. Let's give it a go. They're coated, but they haven't been sitting in the milk, so let's see. Why are these so good? Honestly. I like that it's not too sweet. It's sweet enough that I don't want to add sugar to it on top, but it's not overly sweet. It's like a little bit tangy. I'm guessing that's the baking soda kind of element. starting to lose just the edge of the crunch, so yeah, I think, you know, like any cereal, sorry if that was scratchy, they would go soggy if I left them in the milk. So good. Oh, you guys, what the heck? I'm gonna have to just have a bowl of those in a minute with just a tiny little dash of milk, because that's how I do my cereal. Okay, I rate these one of the best cereals I've ever tried. I really like them. I really like them. Delicious. Let me know if you're familiar with this cereal, and also you've tried graham crackers. Are they a good representation? Do they taste like them? Do they taste like each other? Let me know in the comments below. But yum. Highly recommend. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.